Hello my beautiful and pristine soul, welcome back to my channel. I am Hychan and this is Poise and Pristine Tarot, where I offer intuitive tarot reading, mostly in the form of pick a card reading to answer your most pressing questions in life. So it has been a while since I last uploaded a video on YouTube because my family just welcomed a newborn baby to our home. So it has been a little bit busy and hectic over here. I'm really happy that today I can finally find some time to do another reading for you guys. So for today's reading, our topic will be your love life in 2025. Or in the next 12 months if you are watching this video in another time state. Okay, so let's move to your card for today. So for today we will have three groups or three piles. So group number one, you will have the card Temperance from the Heartscape tarot deck. Group number two, you will have the card the Six of Pentacles from the Shadow Work Tarot deck. And group number three, you will have the Nine of Cups from the Pagan Otherworlds decks. Okay, so this is the three groups or three piles for today's reading. Please take a moment to let your intuition guide you to the pile or the group that's calling out to you the most. If one or two or even all of the groups are calling out for you, please trust your intuition, and I believe that there will be some messages for you in each reading. So my beautiful viewer, I will see you in your reading. Hello my beautiful and pristine group number one. So this is your reading about your love predictions for 2025 or for the next 12 months if you are watching this video at a different time of the year. So you have chosen the Temperance card from the Heartscape tarot deck. So this is one of the tarot deck that I use the most. So and the imaginary is the thing that I love the most about it. So yeah, if you chose this pie, I think we are spiritually connected somehow. Group number one. Okay, so your love prediction for 2025 or the next 12 months. For the structure of this reading, I will be using the Heartscape tarot deck to pick out one more card as a significator card for your year, your love life in the year, and then I will pick another 4 cards, which each card will represent 3 months within that 12-month time span. And then last but not least, we will pick out more tarot cards to clarify whatever we are seeing in those 5 cards. For example, if we want to know more about the events, the happenings, maybe the description of a person, you know, a new love coming in, or the situation, thing like that for you. Okay, so group number one, I'm really excited for your reading. So you got Temperance. Okay. Just by your first card, group number one, I do think that next year will not be a year that you will have too much of a roller coaster of emotions. Rather than that, maybe it will be a year for you to really reflect on your feeling, or maybe let it grow in a more leisure, a more slower pace, you know. Feeling comes to you will be treated more gently. It will not be too fierce, too how do I say, intense. Okay, yeah. So my group number one, your love life in 2025 or in the next 12 months. Okay, my group number one, let me have one main card. Okay, you got 5 of Cups. Okay, we see a lot of blue. Okay, and then I will pick 4 cards for each card will represent 3 months of the next 12 months for you. So let me have my first card. Your first card will be Nine of Swords. I kind of get the idea, but I will shut up and wait. I will shut up and wait. And your second card for the next 3 months will be your second quarter. Queen of Wands. Ooh. Okay, can I move something? How can I put it? Okay. And then I want to have, oh, maybe I will put it here. Here. And then the third quarter of 2025 or of your next 12 months, you got Five of Swords. And finally, for the last quarter of your year, we will have Strength. This is such a beautiful and pretty strength. And it's so cute. Look at the color. Strength usually depict a woman holding a lion, right? But here is a child holding a tiger, a chubby tiger. This is so beautiful. The flower gardens around them is just as peaceful and harmonious as they are. Okay. So you got 2 main cards, and then you have your 4 quarters here. Let's continue to pick out a card. I want to clarify each quarter so that we can see the whole story of your year. You got the Tower. I want one more card for the first quarter. We got Knight of Swords. Okay. Then the second quarter, oh, you cannot see it. Okay. The second quarter, you got Ace of Cups. Ooh la la. And then you got the Star. Oh, your reading is so cute and it's also so clear. Okay. And then for the third quarter, you got Page of Pentacles. And then you got Five of Pentacles. Oh, you got 2 Pentacles. Even though we are asking about your love life, I do see some influence of your material work, maybe your work, your profession in this quarter, affecting this quarter. Okay. And for the last quarter of your year, you will have 4 of Wands. Such a peaceful 4 of Wands. Look at the little meow meow. They are so happy and cozy together. Oh, we have 3 meow meow already. Okay, maybe you will adopt a cat. I'm just kidding. Okay, for your last quarter, you will got the Emperor. Beautiful. Such a beautiful way to close your reading. Okay, group number 1. Your spread looks fabulous. Just look at how do I say, beautiful, magnificent? I don't know. Harmonious. Your spread look. You already get some feeling about your love life in 2025 or next year, right? So I start off the reading saying that with the Temperance as your main card, maybe next year you will not experience too much of intense feelings. You will be more calm and gentle. However, it seems like the tranquility is the state of your mind and your feeling. However, I think the events, the external environment, the external events happening around you is actually pretty active and intense somehow. So it is a contrast between your internal and external love work in the next year. I do think that starting off this year and at the end of this year or starting off next year, there is some hint of sadness in you. I feel like, because when we got our significator card, we got 5 of Cups. So I got a feeling you have experienced some kind of sadness or trauma, maybe in this year, in 2024, or before you got this reading. And it leaves a feeling of melancholy in your vibe, because we see both of your main card having a lot of blue, and blue, even though is a color of peace and calmness and tranquility, however, it also depicts, you know, Monday blue, right? When we say I'm feeling blue, which means a feeling of not so energetic, not so hyped up, not so enthusiastic about life and love. So I kind of got the feeling that you walk into 2025 with a calm heart. Maybe that is something that happening that this year that make you feel this way. Maybe it is something that's going to happen in the next 3 weeks, you know, at the end of 2024, that make you feel so. Maybe it can be something that happened a long time ago, but you are still crying over it. I don't want to say the word crying, but maybe how do I say, you're still grooming about it. Okay. And then, yeah, and you are trying to calm yourself down. I feel like you are someone who is very good at putting a straight face. You know how to keep a very calm exterior. I don't want to say poker face, more like you act calm and zen. However, people don't know what is really going on in your mind. Maybe you are having a storm within your mind, within your heart, but then people will not be able to know it because you hide so well, because you try to present yourself as a capable and, you know, calm person to the world. Yeah, so for next year, I think we will need to separate your reading into 2 scenarios. One scenario is for those who are already in a relationship, and one is for those who are single, who are seeking for new experience in love in the next year. So for both of you, I do think next year is the time where, when it comes to love, right, you try to calm yourself down. You try to be not so impulsive and energetic, not to be too passionate with anyone or anything, because you want to really let the feeling sink down, so that you will know that it is true love, it is real feeling, it is not an impulse. Okay. So when you step into your next year, in the first 3 months, right, I will try to explain it in a chronological order, so that you can better visualize your love life next year. So in the first quarter or the first 3 months, I feel like there will be something happen to you that you are I don't think you know it at the time where we have this reading. I think it will be something that is unexpected, and it can cause you a lot of stress. I personally think that this will be something that another person caused to you rather than you caused to yourself, because we see the Knight of Swords over here. So Knight of Swords is some kind of news, someone who bring in the news or some kind of communication. And I do see this communication will keep you up at night, will not let you sleep, because maybe because of the nature of the information that will cause you a lot of stress. And yeah, so if you are already in a relationship, I do think that maybe it can be some opinion, something that your other half has decided to do that they didn't discuss with you in advance, and you don't really vibe with their decision or their idea, but then they just suddenly communicated it to you, just like, hey, I think I will do this and that, and you was like, so why didn't you discuss with me first? Why didn't you tell me first? Why do you tell me just now about something of such importance? You know, that kind of scenario. So yeah, they will bring out some news or communicate something to you that is so abrupt. Maybe they decided to go to another state or another country, because we do see the Knight of Swords over here. I see a little bit of movement or travel, something that has to do with movement, okay, transportation. So yeah, maybe they decided something, they decided to move, or they decided to do something, or you will have to move, something like that, that is so abrupt to you, and you were like, you need to know this in advance, right? You cannot just drop the bomb at a time like this. So that kind of information will cause you to, you know, be a little bit of stress overnight. Yeah, and we can see the color scheme of the first quarter really conjunct with your significator card. So I do really think that this information is something that is major, that will have a very important and significant impact on your life and also your love life in general. For those who are single, I do think that maybe this is someone that you have a crush on, maybe someone you have hope to be together with them, or any kind of your love interest, or maybe a past person that maybe they come back, they ask for something and you don't like that, or maybe you are still wanting to get back together with them. However, you receive the news that maybe they got another girl pregnant, so now they are going to marry that girl. I don't want to be too specific when it comes to examples. However, I want you to have an idea of the nature of this kind of news, because it will keep you up at night. No matter whether you are committed, you are in a relationship, or whether you are single, this kind of news is major, and it has a shock factor that will really keep you up, and you will have to keep thinking about it. So the first 3 months or the first quarter, I do see a little bit of heavy energy over here in terms of your love life. So, but the card also have some advices for you. When we see the Nine of Swords and the Tower and the Nine of Swords, okay, so this information, right, on this event, when it happened, you will feel like your work is crumbling, you feel being treated unfair, you feel like everything is ending for you. However, I do think that anything that is built on not so solid ground will eventually crumble someday, and it's better that it crumbles sooner than later because it will cause less harm for you. So when I was studying finance, right, we call this stop loss order. So stop loss means when you see the stock that you are investing in going down in price, right? You already lost a small margin. However, just so that you don't lose another bigger margin, you decided to sell the stock. So this is the same case as the Tower, okay? This is the stop loss of the tarot deck. So if it has to crumble, then it should crumble, and it should crumble sooner than later because the pain will be less now than if you let it last any longer, okay? So don't worry about this kind of news. You will have to face it one day or another, so it's better that you face it first, okay? And the Nine of Swords, even though you are so stressed about it, even though you stay up at night thinking about it all over your head all days long, however, it is only in your head, you know. Nine of Swords is the kind of stress that caused by overthinking, because you overcomplicated things, you overthink the whole situation. That's why it is so stressful for you. But if you can look at it in another angle, you try to be more pessimistic, you will see that the problem is not so serious. And maybe sometimes you can also think like this: no matter what you think, how hard you think about a situation, usually it will not be resolved by thinking alone. Sometimes you have to take action in order to resolve it. So if you have something on your mind, if the next 3 months, right, some kind of news arrive that it keep you so caught up, please think that no matter how hard you think about it, maybe you cannot resolve it with thinking alone. So it's better you don't think about it at all. Maybe if you stop thinking about it for a while, the next time you will have a clearer vision of what to do with the situation, okay? So moving up to your second quarter. Your second quarter is really interesting because in the first quarter you hear some news, right? You hear some information or maybe some communication that really make you stressful. However, in the second quarter, something big happened, okay? You got a Queen of Wands. She full of imagination, she full of vitality. She draw a drawing and that drawing comes to life. And then you got the Ace of Cups, new feeling, fresh new feeling, completely new intuition flow into you, okay? You feel so, how do I say, so creative, right? Creative, and your heart is full of positive emotion that you want to share with each other. You can sympathize with each other. You can empathize with all kinds of situation happening around you. And then you got the Star, a new hope, new chance, new opportunity, right? So whatever happened in the first quarter, it will be resolved. You will see the light in the second quarter, like almost immediately. You see, it just within the span of 3 months, your work will change from a state of blue to a state of, you know, vitality and passion. So you see the blue here, and it coming up all the way here into red and yellow, all kind of vital colors. So you got the Star, Ace of Cups and Wands, Cups and Wands in both a love reading. So for those of you who is already in a committed relationship. So whatever happened, whatever quarrel, whatever situation you and your loved one encounter in the first quarter, in the second quarter, you guys will be able to refresh your perspective, and you will be able to think of a creative solution that will resolve the situation, that will make both parties happy and full of emotion for each other again. Like we fall love again, you know that kind of phrase, right? So this problem doesn't last so long. If you see the transition here, you see that this problem doesn't last so long. You and your loved one will be able to resolve it within the span of 3 months, because in the second quarter you will have a new opportunity, some new opportunity will come, or maybe some kind of event happen that make an environment for you two to recultivate your feeling for each other. Or maybe you will be doing some kind of activity together, creative activity together, that really refresh your love and feeling. So the hard feeling from quarter one will not continue anymore, and you will be able to kiss and make up, okay? And for those single one, the first quarter seemed a little bit, gloomy. However, the second quarter, it could be that you will be meeting someone in the second quarter of next year. So we have the Star and the Ace of Cups, but however we only have the Queen of Wands, and we don't have another equivalent of masculine energy over here. So I do see that this quarter is a time of your manifestation. You will be doing a lot of journaling, you will be doing a lot of soul searching. Maybe you will join some kind of community or interest group to pursue your interest in art, in maybe flower arrangement, in tea or cooking, or maybe drawing. It could possibly be drawing. Maybe you're taking some drawing class, something like that. And then some new spark will appear. I do say that we don't see a equivalent of a masculine energy here. So I think that maybe you meet them, and then some spark happen, and then you start to have some new feeling. However, I don't think the other parties really come clearly into the picture yet. I do think that sometimes we feel happy when we are in love, not because of the person, of the crush, but because of the feeling of being in love, right? So I got that feeling really strongly in your second quarter of 2025, or maybe the next 12 months. So I think you will be going out, meeting new people, doing creative work, and you'll be able to meet some interesting people that can reignite the sparks in you, and you feel like you can love again, that your heart is not emotionless, is not stone and earth. It is still soft, and it is still full of love to give to the world. So your quarter two will be the time where you cultivate that kind of feeling in your heart. It could possibly be you will be meeting a new person right in the second quarter. However, for some reason we don't see him or her here, because I think this is you, okay? I think this is you. So we don't see her or him here just yet. Or maybe they are here. Ooh, tiny here. It could be, right? But I do think it's a starting stage for you. It's not something significant yet. It's not official date or official relationship, engagement, anything like that yet. It is spark of new emotion. If you really meet someone in the second part of 2025, then you know it is just a time where you two get acquaintance to each other, maybe some chitty chatty and sharing your common interests. Okay, so let's move to your quarter 3. Your quarter 3, I've told you before, right? Even though this is a love reading, however, I do see some aspect of your work or your material realism will affect in your love life, because we have 2 Pentacles, which is the 5 of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. I also see the 5 of Swords over here. So I think this is correct for both the scenario, for those who has been in a committed relationship and then for those who are single. Quarter 3 will not be the time where you put a lot of energy into your love life. I do think your external work, your profession, your job, your family even, they will take most of the energy from you during this time of the year. You will have to combat or defend. No, it's not the right word. How do I say? You have to fight for something. You know, maybe you have a lot of conflict with with other people that you have to resolve, and you have to do it step by step, right? Or else everything will scatter. Oh, this could also be if for both scenario, if you already found someone in quarter 2, or if you are already in a relationship, maybe for quarter 3 you will have to slow down and get to know each other step by step, because there will be a lot of aspect in life that you will be conflict in. For example, they will want to do the laundry one way and you want to do the laundry another way, or maybe they prefer to skip breakfast and eat a big dinner while you prefer the complete opposite. So there will be conflict between you two, or maybe between you and your external world, or the peoples that you need to sort out within this quarter. And the Page of Pentacles, you will have to learn it on the way. There is no way to master it from the first time. You will have to learn how to resolve all of this in the way. So for people in a committed relationship, I do think that this is an ongoing process. So it is not the main theme of the first 2 quarters, but I do think this is an ongoing process that will happen all year round, or for as long as you two are together, because you know, living with someone is never easy. You have to understand them and accept a lot of traits in them. Some traits are positive, some traits are negative, but then you will have to take it, right? Because you have decided to be with them. So you will have to accept everything that they have. So yeah, even though it is an ongoing process, but I do think for quarter 3, you have to focus more on this, so to build a stronger foundation for your relationship. For those who are single, if you already met someone in the second quarter of the year, then for this quarter, you will really get to know them. Which means you will not just go on silly dates and then go to a coffee shop, having a dinner, going to a movie, and then kiss each other goodbye and going home. You will have a chance to really get to know each other in everyday life situation. For example, you will maybe you will move in, not really move in, I don't see a moving card over here, but maybe you will stay with each other for some nights, right? Stay over at each other house for some nights, and then you can really watch the other in their daily activities, and during those time you will really get to know how the other person react or do a certain thing, and those things are the things that you have to learn to accept from them, or if you cannot accept it, you will have to communicate to the other person to change it. So I really think that for quarter 3, if you already met someone, then this is the time that you really get to know to the core of them, the real them, not them in a dating situation, but the real them. If you are going to marry them someday, then this is the version that you will get, okay? You will get. So yeah, quarter 3 is a quarter of learning about each other to resolve the differences between two parties. So it will be applicable for both the, you know, the people in a relationship and the people who are single but then met someone in the second quarter. Okay, and then for the third and the final quarter, this is beautiful. I'm telling you, this is beautiful. So you have a year full of events and full of, you know, problems to really tackle, and I really think that you have been doing well for the next 12 months or for 2025, because at the end of the year we do see that if you are in a relationship, right, your relationship will grow into a stronger one. A really strong bond has been established between you two. You are now inseparable. You know, the child and the tiger, both of them really trust each other. The child trusts that the lion, even though he is big and strong and he has claws and fangs, but he will not harm the child. And the lion also, as a wild animal, he also trusts this human to not harm him because he sees the innocent in them. So I do think between the two of you, if you are in a relationship already, or if you already met someone new, I do think that between the two of you, one will be stronger, will be more of a protector, a provider, while the other one will be more of a soothing energy, more empathetic, more feminine and soft and understanding, and both of you will make a perfect picture, a perfect couple, because you two complement each other really well, and you trust the other person that they will not use your weakness against you, and they will not use their strength to sabotage you, okay, or sabotage the relationship. So your relationship, after a lot of, you know, up and down, challenge, some kind of thick and thin over here, it will grow into a really strong bond. So no matter whether this is an old or a new relationship, at the end of the year it will grow into something significantly important and strong. Also, we do see a 4 of Wands. Do you see these two happy cards? We see a lot of 2 over here. So one child and one lion and 2 cats. So I do see that no matter what happened, at the end of next year you will not be alone. You will be with someone. You will be with someone, and you will with someone you love, with someone who loves you, that you share respect and bond and trust with each other. And you will celebrate your years of love, of relationship, really festively at the end of next year, because the 4 of Wands is about celebration. It could also be your relationship will move into the next stage. So if you are dating, maybe you will move to the engagement. And if you are engaged, you will move into actual marriage, because those two cards are in the same home together, you know, they are each other family. So we see a strong emphasis of family over here. So I think, yeah, it could be an indicator that whatever relationship you are having next year, then at the end of the year, if you move into the next stage, and it could be an actual marriage or engagement, because we got the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is someone who organized, who build the empire. And you know, when the Emperor come into the picture, it feels like someone wants to settle down. No emperor is a king of an unknown territory. They all settle down somewhere. They all have their territory somewhere, right? I do feel like, even though the masculine energy doesn't show up over here in the second quarter and the third quarter, however, in the last quarter, their presence is so strong. I feel some kind of plans. I feel some kind of decision that is ready to be made in the last quarter of next year, or 12 months, next 12 months, or 2025. So I feel like a masculine energy is coming up, trying to make a decision or a bigger plan for both of you, so both of the creature. Okay, so it will be a year full of ups and down events for you. However, I do think that deep down in your heart, you have reached a certain level of emotional maturity, that you can be calm and collected during all of those events, and you will be able to build a stronger relationship, whether it's with your current person or with the new person over here. It will eventually grow into something very significant and strong and full of trust and faith. And yeah, and it has the potential to become something permanent, to become an actual engagement or marriage at the end of the year. So my group number one, this is a very beautiful love reading. I hope that I have give you some insights and idea into your love life in the next year, and I believe that everything will come out beautifully for you, and that you will be able to build this strong relationship with this Emperor throughout your year 2025. So my group number one, I wish all of the best for you. I hope you like the reading. If you like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to share anything, any detail that you got from the reading, you can always share with me in the comment section below, and I will make sure to read and reply to all of them, even though I can be slow sometimes. So my group number one, I hope all the best for you, and I wish you a 2025 years full of love and satisfaction. Thank you, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful and pristine group number two. Welcome to your reading about your love prediction for 2025 or your next 12 months if you are not watching this video at the time of its uploading. Okay, so my group number two, you have picked the card the Six of Pentacles from the Shadow Work Tarot deck. Okay, this will be your significator card. Just by your first card, I already got the feeling that for this year there will be someone giving something to you. So this is a very receiving energy. You will be receiving something from someone, maybe your significant ones, or maybe from others. Maybe some people will link you up with new connections, or your current relationship will receive good news. For example, you will got a baby. This is not for everyone, okay? But I will just saying on kind of scenario that I see from this card. Okay, for the structure of this reading, I will pick another one card as a main card for you for your love life in 2025 on the next 12 months, and then I will pick another 4 cards. Each card will represent 3 months in that 12-month span. So yeah, you will got 5 cards, and then after that I will continue to draw more cards to further support or clarify the meaning of the first 5 cards. Okay, so let's start with your reading, your group number 2. This is your love in 2025 on the next 12 months. Okay, let me have another main card. Let me have another main card and significator card. For my group number 2, you got 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Oh, you got 6 of Pentacles and now 9 of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. I wonder whether you are an earth sign. You know, earth sign is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. There is some aspect of practicality in your love life, you know. Oops. Okay, we will get 4 cards. Each card will represent 3 months for you. So your first quarter of the year, you got 6 of Cups. Ooh, beautiful yellow and orange. And then you got, for the second quarter or the next 3 months, you got 3 of Swords. Ooh, 3 of Swords. And then for the next quarter, the third quarter of the year, you got Page of Swords. Ooh la la. Page of Swords. We are asking about love over here. We are asking about love over here. Your last quarter, you got 7 of Swords. 2 swords. I got an idea, but I will wait. I got an idea. Now I will draw supporting cards to clarify those quarter, okay? And then we can read your whole year in a chronological order. Okay, let's go. Your first quarter, you got 7 of Cups. How should I put this? I don't know how to put this. Your second card, Strength. Maybe. Okay, and for your second quarter, you got Queen of Pentacles. You got Pentacles again. You got a lot of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. Your spread is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And then for the second quarter, you will get the Lovers. Oh. During a love reading and you got the Lovers. I see it. Okay, for your third quarter, you got the Empress. Beautiful Empress. And then you got Knight of Cups. Oh my dear, I will tell you later. But you have to listen until the end, okay? You have to listen until the end. No matter what happened during the first or second quarter, you have to listen until the end. Promise me, please. Okay. And then for the last quarter, you got Justice. Beautiful Justice. Your final card for the last quarter. Final cards for the last quarter. Knight of Wands. Oh my goodness. Knight of Wands. Such heavy masculine energy. My group number 2. Just look at how beautiful your spread is. Such a beautiful spread. I am at loss for words, you know. I don't have any other words other than beautiful, maybe magnificent, gorgeous. Okay, your spread is just gorgeous. Okay, my group number 2, your love prediction for 2025 or the next 12 months. Your significant card is the 6 of Pentacles and also the 9 of Pentacles. I truly believe, my dear group number 2, that somehow for you, you have decided that love is not something you are trying hard to get at this point in life. I feel like you have other ambitions, other missions that you want to pursue. It could possibly be your career, your material stability, your finance. I do see that you place a heavy emphasis on your finance on next year. So maybe you got a finance goals that you want to achieve, and that is on the top of your list for 2025, and you are not specifically looking for love. You are not looking for love on purpose. That is, how do I describe your mindset? It's more like, well, if love comes to me, then it's good. If it doesn't, then it's fine. I will be working on myself and my finance and my look, my glow up, my family, my hobby, something like that. So I feel like you don't place a heavy emphasis, a heavy importance in love for the next year, 2025, or the next 12 months. You are more of a receiver mindset. Like, if it comes, I will take it. If it doesn't, then it's fine. Yeah, that is what I have said about the 6 of Pentacles at the start of your reading. But then, you know, for your next year, not only love will knock on your door, but also your finance, your money will be significantly improved. Why do I say it? Because one of your significant cards is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is about wish fulfillment. It's about everything that you wanted, that you ever wanted in life will eventually come true. Okay, so I feel like not just your wish for love, but your wish for your finance, for your abundance, for your stability will also come true within this year. You will get it all, you know, you will get everything. You ate and left no crumbs. I don't know, I don't even know if I use that terms correctly. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, so let's start with your year 2025 or your next 12 months. So for the first quarter, which means the first 3 months of you, okay, I feel like you are still reminiscing something. You are still looking at the past somehow. There's something about the past that is still linger on your mind. Maybe it is a person, a past relationship, something that has happened and then that has gone, but you still hold a very dear place for it in your heart. I feel like you look at the picture, you look at the chat history on your phone pretty frequently, and then when you revisit some familiar place, you will be reminded of such past. For those of you who are already in a relationship, okay, I think that somehow in the first quarter you miss the past, you miss the past relationship, not the past relationship, but the past of your relationship. Maybe it has moved into some place that you don't really like it anymore. You like it better when it just started. You miss the enthusiasm, you miss the romance, you miss all the feeling, the adrenaline comes with it when it first hit you. I don't think this is a bad thing, you know. When you are in a relationship evolves over time, right? It changes the shape and form every now and then. And maybe you like the change, maybe you don't, okay? So if you don't like the change, you have all the right to reminisce about the past. You have all the right to think whether you can change it into the way it used to be before. That's not something wrong, that's not bad. However, we have to know that the past is the past, right? No matter how much you linger on it, it has moved on. You have moved on. People have moved on as well. Everything in life have to continue. Nothing will stay in place. Even when you can turn things back to the way they used to be, they will not feel the same, you know. So if you are in a relationship and you somehow missing the past of this relationship, it is highly recommended of you to stay strong and move through those feelings, those kind of reminiscing feeling, because you have to move forward. The strength in this deck is about moving forward to cut through the stormy weather and the raging sea. You have to find the land, the island, the destination of your ship and arrive at it safely. So there's no way to turn back anymore. You have sailed to the sea. Now you have to arrive to your destination. So your first quarter, for any one of you who is currently in a relationship, no matter what happened that make you reminisce the past, please try to move forward with strength, with stability, with ambition, with faith and belief that the future may hold something more beautiful than the past, and that the past has already gone. And no matter how hard you think about it, it will not turn back anymore. For those of you who are single, I do believe that you still think about some past person in your mind for the first quarter. You are not able to get rid of them from your mind in the first quarter of the year. If you have no past person at all, no crush, no anything, that would be a very hard situation to read. The cards could be suggesting that you shouldn't dwell in your own imagination of a perfect lovers. Okay, so for those who are having a past person in the first quarter, you are still thinking about them, and I know it's hard to stop yourself from thinking about someone, but the same suggestion as those who are already in a relationship, The past is the past. No matter how hard you reminisce about a past person, maybe even if they come back, it will not be the same. Maybe all the thing that you think in your head is just an illusion, it's just your own fantasy. If it actually come true, it will not come in the way you want it to be. So move forward with strength. And I know that you will move forward in the first quarter. I do see you are gathering your strength here. You are trying to sail your ship, to redirect, to navigate your ship, which is your mind and your heart, to a new water. Okay. And for those of you who don't have any past person, who is a complete virgin in all meaning of that word, I think that you should, the first quarter, you will spend a lot of time to think. You keep thinking, okay, this is just thinking or imagine about a perfect man for you. However, no matter how hard you imagine, please keep it in your imagination. Life is completely different from imagination, and the cards tell you to, be out there in the world and move forward strongly, present yourself to the world rather than stay home looking at photos or reading novels about some kind of CEO or vampire or pirates. That kind of imaginary is not healthy. Please go out your house and start, putting yourself out there for people to see you. So that is for your first quarter, the first 3 months in next year in love. So I don't see a lot of action, action or event or an involvement of the other party in your love life. It's mostly about you and your own feeling. And then you move to the second quarter. This is very interesting. You have to make a choice. So for those of you who are in a relationship, be ready to make a choice about your relationship. The card doesn't really specify the content of the decision, the choice that you have to make. But I do believe that it could make you hurt somehow. It could be a really hard choice. If you listen to your radical mind, you will have to break your heart. If you listen to your heart, you may become silly and stupid. So it is hard, but you have to make it. You will be put into a situation where you have to make a decision. And this is a decision about love, okay? So if you are in a relationship, it could be a decision whether you want to continue this relationship or not. It could easily be, this kind of decision, because I see that you are becoming a Queen of Pentacles. You are seeing your values and you want to raise your standard. You don't want to, be with someone who is not worthy of your time, your love, and your effort. You're thinking a lot about not just the emotional aspect of the relationship, but also the materialistic or the radical, the intellectual aspect of the relationship as well. So all aspects together, you are really raising your standard, not just standard for other people, but standard for yourself. You are now want to valuing yourself, respect yourself better, and due to this new standard and new value, you will have to make a decision in love. So if you are in a relationship, then this could really link to the first part of your reading about you reminiscing about the past. So maybe your relationship has changed in form and shape to the point where you miss the old version of it, that you cannot recognize it anymore. And now in the second quarter of 2025 or the next 12 months, you really have to think about decision whether you want to continue this situation or do you want to stop this situation. Not stop the relationship, not end the relationship, okay? Stop the situation from happening. So if your relationship is going downhill, then whether you want to stop it going further. This is the type of decision you want to make, or you want to be a peacemaker and not saying anything at all. But I do think this relationship means a lot to you. That's why this kind of decision can easily break your heart if you listen to your radical mind, your intellect, your brain, you know. For those of you who are single, so I keep seeing the scenario where you got a past person that you keep thinking about them in the first quarter of the year, but then in the second quarter, okay, you will have to make the decision whether you want to continue to trap yourself in those feelings or not, or do you want to move up into a high value woman and drop everything behind. I think you will be able to make the correct decision, because the Queen of Pentacles hardly ever made a wrong decision for herself. She is very self-aware. She is not just aware about the situation around her, but also about herself and her status, her place in the world, okay? She knows her value. So I think with that kind of knowledge, it is very hard that she will make a wrong decision. And even though it's hard, right? No decision is hard enough for a Queen of Pentacles, because she doesn't rely on emotion. She relies on her common sense, on her value and on her standard, on her tradition in order to make decisions. So yeah, so no matter whether you are in a relationship or is single, I do think that for the second quarter of the year, you will have to make a very important decision regarding your love life. Yeah. And then moving to your third quarter, you got Page of Swords. And then you got the Empress and Knight of Cups. So you see, you have made the decision. And the decision is the correct one, because you have moved up from the Queen of Pentacles. I am talking about energy here, not about the actual biological gender, okay? So you have moved up from the energy of the Queen of Pentacles into the Empress. So you have upgraded yourself. So the Empress is the four queens all combined together, okay? So you have upgraded yourself. Whatever decision you have made here, you have upgraded yourself. And because of such upgrade and such decision, now new love is coming in, new feeling is coming in. I'm not saying like this is a new person, okay? For those of you who are in a relationship, this of course could mean a new person come to express their interest in you. However, it could also be your current person finally understand something and they have a completely new idea about you, about who you are, about you as a person. They got new feeling for you. Their feeling are replenished. They feel refreshed, like they love you all over again. Okay, so yeah, because now you become so attractive. You are now a new person. You have been able to go through a glow up. So now they are heads over heels for you once again. So this card, Knight of Cups, talk about new feeling, new emotion, not necessarily new person. So if you are having a current relationship, a current person, then I trust that the decision you make over here have upgraded you into a new version that is so attractive that they now fall in love with you all over again. Yeah, they have completely new feeling for you, and you will receive their verbal expression about it, because we got Page of Swords. Maybe you for the last two quarters you didn't really receive any kind of verbal confirmation, verbal expression about love towards you. However, now in the third quarter you will receive tons of it. They will tell you day in, day out, every day, like, good morning, sweetie, how your day? I hope you wake up, eat breakfast, and then at lunch they will be missing you. They will send a text like, missing you, how your days, what are you doing? And then in the evening they will be like, can't wait to see you again, something like that. You will receive tons of communication about love from this Knight of Cups toward you. So because of the fresh new emotion, they will, you know, once again be courting you, be pouring you with their works of love and affection. Yeah, it's so cute. And for those who are single, so in the second quarter you have to make a decision. So we see in the first quarter you are caught up in the thought of some past people. In the second quarter you have to make a decision for yourself, whether you want to continue this or not, or you want to grow, or you want to become an independent queen that doesn't require the unrequited love from someone. I think you will make the right decision, so that you upgrade into an empress. And an empress doesn't chase, she attracts, okay? So you have upgraded yourself, you glow up, you become more attractive, you become an empress. Everyone looking at you and see, oh, look at how beautiful and elegant and gorgeous and attractive and confident she is. I want to have her number, I want to get to know her, I want to be in her circle. And because of that vibration, right, that high vibration, you are now attracting the Knight of Cups into your life. So the card doesn't really specify whether this Knight of Cups is the past person that you were thinking of, or this is a new person. We don't know, okay? We just know that now your new energy, your new version will attract a Knight of Cups, someone who will be so interested in you that they will shower you with works of affection. I do think they will text you a lot, because we have socks, right? Socks is about communication, about internet, about messages. So I think they will send you a lot of text messages or voice messages. They will want to keep the communication always on with you. They want to always check on you and know what you are doing, how you are doing, how you feel about them, and how they feel about you as well. Yeah, so that's in your third quarter. That's why I told you to stay until the end, okay? Because the third quarter, things will start to move in a very positive and beneficial way for you in love. Okay, so, and then we move to the fourth, also the final quarter of 2025, or maybe the last 3 months of the next 12 months for you. Okay, now you got a new admirer. Okay, in quarter 3, you got a new admirer, or your current person reborn as a new admirer for you. But I do think you are still contemplating your decision. Of course, they shower you with love and with affection and with words of admiration, right? Doesn't mean you have to fall for them or you have to reciprocate their feeling. So in water 4, I think you are trying to see through the clouds. You are trying to see through the situation to make a decision for yourself. Not yet making a decision, you are just trying to see the situation in a clearer light. Because at this quarter, right, you try to make a decision and now they change, or someone new comes, or the past person come back, right? But then in the final quarter, you will re-evaluate whether you want to continue with your current one. If you are in a relationship already, for those who are single and have a new admirer, you will want to decide whether this admirer is truly in love with you, is having real feeling for you. I do see a very strong masculine energy over here, the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Cups is very romantic. In quarter 3 is very romantic. He will shower you with words of affection, with cares, you know. He will try to check out on you every now and then. However, the Knight of Wands is someone who will knock on your door, come to your house, bring you lunch, bring you dinner, do things for you. He here means the masculine energy. I'm talking about energy. He will pursue you so hard. He will use all kind of action in order to prove his interest, his love, his commitment to you. I think he's trying to really convince you over here so that you will believe in his love for you. But I see that you still have some doubt, because if it is for those who already in a relationship, so you have been through a time of, you know, contemplating and rethinking about the past, right? So this change of this masculine energy, even though it is positive, but you have to really consider whether it is a long-term change or it is just an impulsive move of them unable to keep you or to get you back. For those who are single or who gain a new admirer, a new lover, a new person, you will also have some doubts about this person because their love comes too strong and too fast. But you are represented by Pentacles, which means you are more stable, you are more leisure, you have the earth energy in you. You are a Virgo, a Capricorn, a Taurus. You want to take things slow and then get to know each other better. So you really have to see on the aspect of the situation to evaluate this person, whether they truly have a good intention towards you. Even though they try to hit on you so hard, like they hit on you so hard over here. Do you see this dragon? He's like, everyone get out of my way, I'm coming to my woman, my dream girls. You see, so, but you are trying to really see through it and make a correct judgment on whether you want to accept this person, this new person, or the returning of the past person, or the new feeling of the current person, whichever best suited for you. So everything is still pretty much open for you until the end of next year. So you have a lot of events happening, a lot of decision to make, a lot of observation to make. I don't see that you will be able to make a final decision anywhere near the end of 2025 or the end of the next 12 months. However, I do see that during this year you have glow up and mature emotionally in love, and you were able to make a correct decision over here regarding your love life. And now, no matter what kind of decision you make at the end of the year, I do think that you have become a very beautiful and attractive queen, the Empress. And for the Empress, nothing can be able to stop her from finding her true love. So whether your true love is the current person, the past person, or the new person, everything will work out nicely for you, because now you have embodied the energy and the spirit of the Empress. So my group number 2, this is my reading for you. I hope that I was able to provide you some clarity and some prediction into a sneak peek into your love life in the next year. I hope you like the reading, and if you like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any idea about what I am talking about over here, please feel free to share it in the comment section, and I will read and reply to each and every of your comments, even though sometimes I can be slow. Group number 2, thank you for listening and watching my video. I wish all the best for you, and I believe that you will become the most beautiful and powerful and respectable Empress that you also want to be, and your love life will eventually come to a happy place. Okay, I'm rooting for you, my group number 2, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful and pristine group number 3. This is your reading about love prediction for your 2025 or the next 12 months. If you are watching this video at a different time of the year, so you have chosen the 9 of Pentacles from the Pagan Otherworlds Tarot deck. This is a wish fulfillment card, and just right at the start of your reading, I do see a very strong structure of all kind of wish coming true in your life. Even though this frog, but it's the embodiment of the queer. The queer. But you have a lot of wishes, but then you manage to have all of them coming true. So love is also one of those wishes. So just right from the start, I do really think that your love life in 2025 will be really successful, whether you are in a committed relationship, or whether you are single, you are seeking for a new relationship, or whether you are happily single. Okay, so for the structure of your reading, I will be using this deck, Pagan Otherworlds Tarot deck, and I will pick another one card as a significator card for your love life in the next year. After that, I will continue to pick 4 more cards, and each card will represent 3 months in the 12 months time span of 2025 or the next 12 months of you. So we will have in total 5 main cards, and then I will continue to draw more supporting cards to clarify each of the cards, and I will try to read it in a chronological order so that you will have a clearer idea about how your love life will unfold throughout the years. Okay, so my group number 3, welcome to your reading, and now let's pick your significator card. You got Death. How can someone have 9 of Cups and Death in the same reading about love? Are you a Scorpio? I feel a lot of Scorpio energy over here. Maybe you are a Scorpio, maybe you have a Scorpio ascendant, maybe you have a lot of planets in Scorpio, or maybe your other person is a Scorpio. Maybe your next love will be a Scorpio. We don't know, but very intense feeling, you know. I do feel like this year will feel like a roller coaster for you, ups and down, but then at the end of the day, when you get off the roller coaster, you will feel happy about it. Okay, so let's get your card for the first quarter or the first 3 months of your 2025. You got 8 Pentacles. Beautiful. And then for the second quarter, you got the Hierophant. Oh. If your other person is a Scorpio, then you must be an earth sign. I got that feeling. Or vice versa. So your card for the third quarter of the year, you got 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Okay. And the last quarter of your year, your love life, the last quarter, you got 5 of Cups. Oh la la. This is truly the energy of Death card. Let's pick your supporting card for the first quarter. You got 7 of Cups. Now the Cups card are coming up. You got Queen of Swords. You're trying to make a clear judgment of the situation. I don't know what kind of situation. Maybe you got a relationship within your company, your workplace, and now you have to try to make a decision whether you will leave the company or they will leave the company, or you will have to leave them and continue working. It's just a very first thought of mine. If it's not correct, please don't mind me. This is a general reading, right? I don't know what kind of messages I will be channeling. Okay. Your second quarter, you got 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups coming after the Hierophant. Group number 3, please stay tuned. I got something for you. And then for quarter 2, another card for quarter 2, you got King of Swords. For quarter 3, can I have a supporting card? You got Ace of Swords. Oh. Now the Swords are coming up. It's funny how the Pentacles come first, then the Cups come second, and then the Sword come third. That must mean something. I will tell you later. Another card for quarter 3, you got Queen of Wands, and finally the Wands are appearing. So I guess for quarter 4 you will got more Wands. I hope so. What did I say? Pie number 3, group number 3, you got 4 of Wands. Another card for quarter 4, the last one, please. You got 3 of Cups. Ending with Cups, starting with Death, a water card. Ending with, Death is a water card, right? And ending with Cups, so it complete a full cycle. Group number 3, please stay tuned until the end. I got something to tell you. Let's start from the beginning. So your significator card is the 9 of Cups. So just like I said, right? I feel like this year your love life will be really fulfilled. A lot of satisfaction and fulfillment is presenting here within your card, and your spread is extremely beautiful. It's full of feeling and emotion. even though there are some source, but in general it's full of feeling and emotion and passion over here. So in general, your years in your love life will be a very fulfilling and satisfactory year. There will be a big transformation regarding your love life within this year. However, that transformation is only for the better of you. It is not against you in any way. It is totally for you, and it will transform your love life into some higher form, higher how do I say, higher level. Yeah, we can say higher level. Let's start with, and we do see a lot of intensity with the Death card. So the changes, the transformation must be really impactful and significant, and it will change not just your love life but you as a person, and it will change one. We are asking about a love relationship, right? It will change the relationship between you and one significant person vastly. So if you are already in a relationship, then your relationship with them is going to go through a transformation, impactful, powerful transformation that will elevate your love between each other. If you are single, then you are going to meet someone who will provide you the love that with such an intensity that you have never seen before, unless you have dated several Scorpios before in your life. Because you know, people say that Scorpio are not for the first date, which means if you have a experience in dating, in relationship, that you know therapy, that you know how to read people's feeling and emotion, then maybe you can date a Scorpio. If not, you better go, because Scorpios are not for the weak. So I do feel like your love life in 2025 on the next 12 months will be really intensive, and that it will not be for the weak. It will not be for those hearts who easily get broken. You have to be strong in order to go through with it, so go through with whatever it is here in the Death card. So let's start with your year. So the first quarter of your year, I do see that you are cultivating yourself. I don't think that you are looking for love in the first quarter of your year. So if you are already in a relationship, then you are cultivating the foundation for your current relationship. Maybe you are trying to save up money to buy a house or buy a car, to really build a family with the person that you are currently in a relationship with. You are really, you have a clear mind. You have extreme clarity in your mind, your thinking, that you don't look the other way at all. You focus on the current person that you are with, and all kind of illusion or fantasy or other admirer coming to you, you don't pay attention to them at all. So I think for those who are already in a relationship, the first quarter of you is about cultivating your current relationship, and you will focus all of your mind and your heart into building that relationship a strong foundation, so it can flourish, it can grow better in the long years to come. For those who are single, I do believe that you are in the first quarter of the year, you don't pay attention to love at all. You are building yourself, your own empire. You are the Queen of Swords. You straight to your goals in life, and you try to make that goals happen within this year. You trying to making money. You don't look left and right. You don't swipe on dating app that much. You don't hang out at bar and pub and clubbing to find a new lover, something like that, or one night stands. Yeah, you are really focusing on yourself and your career and your materialistic life and your profession, rather than looking out for love for the singles of this reading. So quarter one is pretty straightforward. Then we come to quarter two, okay? When we come to quarter two, something happened here. I do believe that for those who are already in a relationship, I feel like the other person, I do see a masculine energy over here. So because we got the King of Swords, we are talking about energy. So it could be a woman, a man, etc. and etc. But they have masculine energy. I do think that this masculine energy person made a decision, will make a decision in the quarter two of the year. He will make a decision about your relationship. He wants to bring you, he feel like you are the one for him, and you share part of his soul and his mission. You are the twin flame that he is looking for. And he make the decision to bring you to his family. So I feel like if you haven't met the family of your current person, maybe in the quarter two of this year, of next year, 2025, on the next 12 months, you will be able to meet his family. He will introduce you to his family. If you already met them, I feel like he will take your current relationship into the next stage, which means an official marriage. Because here we do see the Hierophant. Hierophant is about, you know, a lot about structure, about tradition, about marriage, about the church. So we see here the authority figure that usually have that usually hold the ceremony, the marriage ceremony within the tribe. So yeah, I feel like he make the decision and he wants you to come to the to register, to present in front of this authority with him. So whether this authority is his family or maybe an official authority of the state, of the country, to register your marriage, something like that. So I think the quarter two, the second quarter of your next year will be pretty important, because the masculine energy will make a very important decision and will persuade you to come with him to present in front of this authority. However, let's move to we forgot the singles. I'm sorry for all the singles out there. So for my single people, I do think that if you are looking, even though you are not looking out for love, or even if you do, right, I think that you will not meet this masculine energy person by yourself. I do think that you will meet him through an institution, an organization, something that you and him are a part of. So maybe you go to work and you have a coworker over here who express their love interest in you, or maybe you come to the church, you go to the church, right? And then you were introduced to someone within your community, and he expressed his interest in you. So the King of Swords are very focused and determined on whatever he has set his eye on. So if he has set his eye on you, then he will make sure that you know it, that he will communicate to you that I am so interested in you. You are the dream girl or the love of my life, the twin flame that I've been looking for. And I do see that you two will vibe with each other right from the start. You will feel some kind of familiarity with this person. You feel like maybe you have known them from past life or something, because they know everything that you have in your mind, and you kind of know everything that they are trying to say to you. You have this mutual understanding that cannot be explained by words alone. So you two have this kind of connection, a special connection that you cannot have with just anyone, and that's the reason why you will vibe with him immediately. And I do see that you also embrace this King of Swords energy, which means you will also let this person know that you feel this and that way about them. And yeah, so if you meet this person, I believe that you will meet through some kind of institution and organization. It will not be a bar, a club, or a dating app, something like that. You will go somewhere for another purpose, for example, for work, for charity, for spiritual practice, and then you meet this person there. Very beautiful. And then let's move up to the third quarter of you. So we see over here that you two connect immediately or connect really strong, right? We have two scenarios for those who are already in a relationship. So the other person want to take you to their family, or maybe to an official authority in order to register official document, which means your marriage, okay? But I see in the third quarter, you will have a lot of complementation over this matter. You will not be too hassle, too impulsive. The Four of Swords as your main card for quarter 4 indicates that you will really take your time to think about this situation. You will have a like hibernating period to really put others matters down in your life and just think about this situation. We see an Ace of Swords, a communication about this matter that has been presented to you in the second quarter. You think about it in order to give an answer to the person in question. So for the people who are in a relationship who will be introduced to the family or to the official authority, I think this process will span over your second and third quarters. It will not end within the second quarter, because I think that you will need time even in the third quarter to think about it, to make up your mind, to have a decision. And I see the Queen of Wands over here. I do see there are something in you that are still so youthful, that are still so wide and free. You still want to roam this world more until you settle down. This is a collective reading, so please take what resonates with you, but I do feel like you still haven't had the idea of settling down yet. I have the idea that you are still young and feel like playful. You want to see the world more and try more things. That's the reason why you are having all those swords over here, because you are thinking about, what you want in life, what you want to do with your life, whether settling down is something that you want to consider. And yeah, and for those who are single, so you have met a person that really clicked with you in the second quarter, right? However, you also embody this Queen of Wands energy. You know the Queen of Wands, right? They are admirers of her, and she doesn't have to reciprocate all the admirers. So you are having the feeling like, even though this person is really interested in you and you feel some vibration, some connection with them as well, however, you need to stand your ground. You need to keep some, I don't want to say dignity, some, you want to act a little bit high and mighty. You want them to continue to showcase you their intention, their love, and their affection before you really pour down your heart to them. Yes, I feel like for the third quarter, for single people, you want to, sit on your throne and let the other person convince you why you contemplate about what you really want with this relationship, whether you really want this person. So you want to step back and let yourself have some breath, some fresh air in order to think about this situation. So move up to quarter 4. We have the main card as 5 of Cups, and then we have 4 of Wands and 3 of Cups. How do I say? The 5 of Cups is pretty unexpected, because for those who are already in a relationship, right, we see a very clear indicator of marriage over here. So I really think after a time of contemplating about the proposal of this masculine energy, you will accept it. I have a feeling you will accept it, and all your friends will be cheering for it, all your community will be cheering for it. Everyone will feel happy for you two, and this is a marriage that is blessed, that is wished upon by many other people. I just don't understand why we have the 5 of Cups over here, but I do think that, you know, when you commit to a marriage, right, there are other single interests and hobbies and lifestyle that you have to give up on. So maybe that is in some part of your heart, it's still you are not ready to let go of those lifestyles yet. However, the 5 of Cups is a card about, you know, 2 cups still standing and 3 cups letting down. It means there are pros and cons of everything. So you understand there are pros and cons of marriage versus being single, and you are able to look at all the pros of the marriage, you know. That's why you decide to accept this proposal, and then everyone is celebrating over here. So I don't want to tell you how to decide your life, right? Even though the cards over here say you will accept this proposal, but when the actual time comes, I trust that you will make the decision by yourself, for yourself, with your best interest in mind. I don't think that the cards will dictate the way you decide your life. So yes, the cards say that you will accept it, but it's completely up to you, my group number 3, to decide whether you want to take this or not. But if you decide to take it, I truly believe that everyone will be celebrating for you, not just the family of the 2 parties, but also your acquaintances, your friends, your co-workers, everyone that have known you too will celebrate with you, will wish you all the best with your marriage. Yeah. And for the singles, so you have made a decision, right? You are making the decision over here. You are trying to stand on a higher ground to see the real intention of this person. I do think that the card doesn't want you to know the result of this situation, because we have the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Cups simultaneously, which means they come out at the same time. One card is about, nah, this relationship is not going to work. One card is about, well, it will be a wonderful, beautiful relationship that you will celebrate for a long time. So the contradiction between those 2 cards make me feel like they don't want you to know the final decision yet, because it will affect your thinking capability when the actual events come. However, I think whatever decision that you make, you will feel happy about it. You can take this offer, or you can not take this offer. No matter what your choice is, you will celebrate it. Your friend will celebrate it. They will agree with you that you have made your correct decision. there will be both happiness and sadness in both scenarios, in both decisions. However, sadness or happiness aside, you will make the correct one, and you will eventually, for the many years after to come, when you look back at this incident, you will feel happy about it. I think you have all the capability to make the decision, because you are the Queen of Wands over here and the Queen of Swords over here, right? The King tried to present you something, and you don't just fall for it. You are not some naive girl. You are a queen, that you have a thinking capability for yourself, that you have a value for yourself, that you know you are chased after, you are admired by many people, that you don't have to take any proposal presented to you if you don't want it. So yeah, I don't think the card will let you know whether you will accept this proposal from this masculine energy or not, whether this relationship will continue flourish into something else or not. But I think you will be happy with whatever result it is. If it's come true, then of course it's very easy to understand, right? But if it doesn't, if this relationship doesn't come true, doesn't come to a final stage, you will also feel happy that okay, I let that person go at the right time. I didn't make the wrong judgment. Yeah, my group number 3, whatever decision you make, you are the queen in this pie, and nothing can stop you from enjoying your life, not a wrong or a right decision as well. So a very intense reading for you. There is one more thing I noticed from the beginning. So you start off the reading with cups and you end it with cups. So I really think that your 2025 love life will be extremely fulfillment, because you have come around a complete circle. Whatever you have wished for at the end of the year, you will celebrate it. And then you move from cups to Pentacles, and from Pentacles to Sword, from Swords to Wands. So I think this year will be extremely flavorful for you. You will taste both sweet and bitter and other tastes of love. You will be able to experience a love that you have never tasted before. It will be much more intense and flavorful, and I'm too short of words to describe this, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's like tasting a dish that has multiple layers of flavors. So my group number 3, this is my reading for your love in 2025 or the next 12 months. I hope you like the reading. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you got any idea about what I'm channeling over here, please feel free to leave the comment in the comment section. I will make sure to read and reply to every one of them, even though I can be slow sometimes. So group number 3, I feel like 2025 will be a really successful year in terms of love life for you. I wish you all the best, and I will be rooting for you. I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.